We would now, I think, like an opportunity to know about Kala Pahada, which looks very fascinating in its trailer. And why Kala Pahada? Why did you choose to move with this script? Please tell us something about that.
Yeah, please. So actually, there are two movies which we are currently focusing on. Okay, first one is Maharshi, which is based on the life of Jai Rajguru, who is the first freedom fighter. You
Mm.
might have all heard about the Piper Vidroh, which happened in 1817.
Mm.
Okay, Jai Rajguru had fought his first battle with the British almost 15 years before that.
Oh.
Somehow, his story has something which has never come to the public. The books which are written on him are hardly limited to a few pages.
Mm.
And even if you go to his village, there's very limited knowledge available, which you can actually take and put it in a movie. So when I heard about this personality during COVID, I thought that we need to actually do some deep dive into it, try to find out some more details, and bring him the story onto a big screen if possible. Okay, and fortunately, I had friends in Mumbai who have been working very comprehensively over this VFX technology for non-Odia movies, so they
Mm.
were willing to come on board. So and a few of my friends again, they were from the industry, they also said let's carry it forward. I think it's one of the movies which is again going to showcase our tradition, which is
Mm.
again going to speak about the bravery of our ancestors, which is hardly spoken of. Go to and ask your kids about freedom fighters from Odisha. I'm very sure none of them would be able to tell you even
Mm.
a couple of
Sure.
names. Isn't that unfortunate? We are all know
Exactly.
about the sacrifices made by Netaji, Chandrasekhar Azad, Bhagat Singh, Mahatma Gandhi, etc., etc. Yes, they've done a lot. But is it that none of our Odias did anything during the fight with the British? Do you think we just
Mm.
meekly surrendered? How is it possible? When we
Mm.
were one of the last states to be captured by the Mughals, there must be something. There must be
Exactly.
something which is there in our blood which would have made sure that we are not going to just surrender meekly, right? So this
Mm.
Yes.
story of Odia bravery has somehow been brushed aside inside the carpet. We have not been able to bring it to the public, and it's very unfortunate. But right now, the good part is we have already completed the movie. The censor is complete. We have received
Mm.
a U certification. I was fighting for it literally because I wanted the kids to watch this movie. I really don't
Mm.
care if the other people don't, but I want the kids to watch this movie. Okay, I just
Wonderful.
want them to know about Jairaj Guru, the sacrifice he made, and how brutally he was killed by the British.
Mm.
Nobody you can think of in the Indian freedom movement was hung upside down on a tree and torn apart into two pieces. This
Obviously.
was the brutality with which he was killed.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
and this happened in 1806. So it's more than 215 years. But his story now obviously needs to be told to the public, and people
Yes.
need to know about his sacrifice. And very soon we are going to announce the release date. So that is the first movie which I am talking about, Maharshi. The
Mm.
second movie is I shared that motion poster with you guys because that is more relevant to the Jagannath rituals or the Jagannath Rath Yatra that we are discussing today.
Mm.
And Kala Pahad, as you know, was one of the invaders who came to Puri in 1568, and 18 invasions have happened. The first
Mm.
happened in 19th century AD by Rakta Bahu, and this was probably the fifth invasion in 1568. 13 more invasions happened after Kala Pahad also. But
Mm.
ask anybody in your family, even your grandparents, parents, anybody, they would know about this character, Kala Pahad.
Mm.
Mm. Mm.
Anybody
Yes.
you ask, whether it's urban Odisha, rural Odisha, Kala Pahad is a character that
Everybody
everybody
knows.
would know of.
Mm.
But they
Exactly.
don't know his story. Why he came, when he came, why he broke all so many Hindu idols, why did he damage so many temples, the kind of onslaught, the kind of violence he had spread in that duration which he came for is unparalleled in the history of our land. Okay? And why did that happen? That story never has come to the public. So this was something which was churning on my mind for some time, and I was thinking that Now that we have been able to get hold of this technology, probably it's time to experiment and
Yes.
deep dive
Mm.
further and bring this story of Lord Jagannath. That despite so many invasions, despite so much of aggression shown by the invaders, our Jagannath Sanskriti has survived and flourished.
Yes.
Nobody has been able to take the bhakti out of our hearts. Even the worst of fears, fear of losing our life, has not been able to take the devotion out of our heart. So this
Yes.
film is basically the victory of devotion over destruction. So that is what
Mm.
Kalapahad is all about.
Thank you.
Incredible,
Incredible.
incredible.
Yeah.
In fact, Chandan bhai, I'm a society there. We have got this
Cinema theater.
cinema theater.
Acha.
Once release heigala pare, I think it will be
Then we'll have a special screening. We'll have a
Yes.
special screening in your society
Yes.
for both the films. Okay. The first one
Yes.
is
Yes.
almost ready. So as
okay.
soon as the release dates and all are finalized, probably I'll fly down. We can have a
Yes.
special screening there.
I love to
Would
host you
love to
here.
host you here. I'm a
Sure.
Chhotila,
We'll
they
plan it
would
up.
really look forward to meet you also.
Yes.
Now to this special
Yeah,
screening
yeah,
he
yeah,
kariye, then
absolutely.
it will be incredible, really.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
We'll do it. We'll do it for sure. Because I want the kids and the younger generation to know these stories.
Yeah.
Us, ठीक है, आधी जिंदगी चली गई है, but for them, life has just begun. So they need to know if our heritage, our culture has to survive, it is through them.
Sure.
So we'll have to ensure that these stories actually reach out to them. In fact, we should now deep dive even further and bring out more such stories. This problem we had earlier was how do we bring it on screen? Because these are, when you're talking about a huge army, shooting of these kind of projects, see, these projects have taken me almost 2 years' time so far.
Mm.
Okay,
Mm.
and I know how much struggle it has been for all of us to bring it on a big screen. It's easier said. We don't have a kind of a budget that SS Rajmouli has. He can spend
Yeah.
500 crores. Yeah,
Yeah.
but he can
True.
get that money back. In Odisha, we have only 30 movie theaters.
Yeah.
Mm.
So imagine the kind of pain it is to bring out this kind of a movie to the for the audience. People will
Mm.
then come and say that we have seen such huge movies. What you guys will make in Odia? Yeah. But I promise you, once you go into the theater, watch these two stories on big screen, you will not regret. You will feel
Yeah.
proud of your Odia heritage, Odia culture even more after you watch out these films.
Yeah.
Definitely, we are really
Definitely.
looking forward for
We're
it.
looking forward to it.
Very important for us to preserve that and ensure
Yes.
that our future generations actually get to know of it.
True, true.
Yes.
Otherwise, we'll lose it. Because,
And
see, we were exposed to a very limited level to the outside world, okay? Our next generations are significantly exposed. So, do
yes,
you really want them to be influenced by something else which is alien, or do you want them to imbibe what has been inherently ours? So, that is the call we need to take.
precisely. And
Yes.
what is incredible is these movies like Kala Pahado and which evokes the significant part of history
Correct.
which has actually given shape to Oriya culture.
Yeah.
And the fact
Correct.
that you are able
That is what.
to pursue such kind of project
Mm.
is really incredible and very
True.
heartening to know,
True.
frankly.
True.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Encouraging words.
Thank you. Thank you. Chandan, I kindly pray for us that our Rath Yatra becomes successful. Also, we would like to have a message from you for our Odia society on this occasion, so that everybody is pumped up and reflect on all those deep subject matters that we discussed today with you.
Yeah.
Um, please go ahead.
So, by the blessings of Lord Jagannath, I wish all of you guys to have a very, very successful Rath Yatra. The very fact that you have tried to start such a endeavor itself means how much you love your culture, you love your heritage, you have your emotions directly for Lord Jagannath. So I think he's definitely gonna not disappoint you guys. He's going to be there throughout, guiding you what needs to be done. Okay, so have the faith in him just as you have had the faith in him so far. I'm sure that all of you guys together are going to pull it through very nicely. And make sure that we are getting bigger every year. That is the
Yes.
most important thing. Might have started low and slow, but we are not going to end up being low and slow. That is for sure. So,
Yeah.
to all the residents of PLH, I urge all of you to come together and support this great festival of ours, which is the pioneer of our Odia culture, our Odia religion. ଯେମିତି କୁହନ୍ତି ଆମ ଓଡିଆ ମାଟି ଆମ ଓଡିଆ ସଂସ୍କୃତିର ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ ପର୍ବ ଥାଏ ସେଇଟା ହଉଛି ରଥଯାତ୍ରା। ଆପଣ
Yes.
ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଅନୁରୋଧ, ଦୟା କରିକି ଜୁନ 20 ତାରିଖ ଦିନ PLH ରେ ହଉଥିବା ରଥଯାତ୍ରାରେ ଆଗକୁ ଆସନ୍ତୁ, ସପୋର୍ଟ କରନ୍ତୁ ଏବଂ ମନରେ ଭକ୍ତି ରଖିକି ପ୍ରଭୁଙ୍କୁ ଡାକନ୍ତୁ। ଆପଣ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ଆଶା, ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଯାହା ବି କାମନା ଅଛି ସବୁ ପ୍ରଭୁ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ପୂରଣ କରିବେ। ଜୟ ଜଗନ୍ନାଥ।
Jai Jagannath, Chandan, thank you so much for joining this interaction
Yeah.
with us. Like we said,
Thank you so much.
we did not expect this kind of interaction with you. We were a little nervous to start with to talk to a celebrity like you. Thank you for having such a comfortable interaction with us. We're very honored, and we look forward.
Pleasure is all
We
mine.
look forward.
Pleasure is all mine. It was a great discussion. I think we touched upon what we wanted to. It was really well done. And we look forward to even more such discussions in the future.
Sure. Thank you, Chandan. Jai Jagannath.
Jai Jagannath.
Jai Jagannath.